In a virtual setting, we have a lot of different ways for students to respond to a reflection. Here are some of the ways you can use to allow students to reflect. In this one, we can see you can drag a star to represent how you're feeling today. Similar to our number sense routines, it's not more important to just say how we're feeling, but why we're feeling that way. So once they select which image they are feeling, they can explain why they're feeling that way. So at the teacher discretion, you can choose to do this whole group, or maybe if students would feel embarrassed to explain why they feel like a roller coaster, you may want to do it on a more individualized platform such as Desmos, where they can't see what other students are saying. Spend a buck is another type of reflection where you can break up a unit that you are working on by 3 different categories. You can do as many as you want, but I like 3 because it doesn't split into $1 evenly. The idea here is that they have click and draggable coins that they can decide how much money they want to spend to indicate the amount of support that they need. They have $1 to spend. So which topics do they need the most help with? This can help you see which topics you may need to go back and refresh on, and it can also help you organize small groups to say, to have a small group that needs help with factoring binomials and a small group to help factor the different trinomials. Similar reflection with another dragging of the star, but this time showing on a grid. This is helpful if you have students that are in middle school who are maybe learning about the coordinate grid, and this is a nice connection you can use to that. So how are we feeling today? And they can click and drag the star and place it on the coordinate grid so you can sort of see how they're feeling. This is another simple click and drag and explain slide where you can have sort of a spectrum, and we have a car here. Click and drag how we're feeling about triangle inequality and explain why it belongs in that box. So we move our car and we can say, here's why I feel like I'm stuck in traffic. Here's why I feel like I'm flying on the open road. These which ones are you were a popular thing on the internet a few months back, where they showed you 9 images and said, which koala are you feeling like today and why? So you can have the students reflect similarly here. We also have the roller coaster where they can click and drag the roller coaster to a different spot on the roller coaster track and explain why they chose that spot.